Hey, what's going on, guys? Car Guys here, and I'm just going to talk about the Ram 2500, 2019 to 2020. I don't know, whatever they like to call it. But I like the looks of the new Ram. All right, don't get me wrong, but I think that they played it safe. Like Chevrolet went off and created an all new truck. They went and redesigned everything about the truck. Like there's nothing on that new truck that's like the old truck, and there's nothing off the 1500 that's on the 2500, where on the Dodge the interior is pretty much the 1500 interior on the 2500, and the cab is the same cab as a last gen 2500, and the bed is pretty much the same as the last gen's 2500 bed. The only thing that changed was really the tail lights and that kind of stuff. And the front end, that's just a given. They've had to put a front end on it because they made the same truck. There'd be a lot of people upset. But I mean, I do like it, but it's definitely, they played it safe. Like they didn't like reinvent the wheel. Like Chevrolet went off and really changed a lot. Like they went and pretty much created a new truck from the ground up. Now I know that Ram did create a new frame from the ground up, but like just the looks of it is the same. Like if you parked a 19 next to a 20 next to a 19 or whatever, I mean, you really couldn't tell, besides maybe like, I don't know, like the grill, the back tail lights, but from the side angle, no, you can't really tell that that's an all new body. That's all new. And I know they were going for big numbers, and they did. They did 35,100 pounds on the 3500, which is pretty impressive. And they hit 1,000 foot-pounds of torque, which I think is really impressive to buy a factory truck with that much torque. But I would like to see the pricing on how much more you have to pay for that 1,000 foot-pounds more. For that, well, not 1,000 foot-pounds more, or 1,000 foot-pounds of torque. I'd like to see that. I don't know. I think it'll be maybe $5 or $6 grand more on. I think that would be pretty reasonable. Which, I mean, you already have to pay $7,500 for a diesel. Excuse me. From most manufacturers, you got to pay $7,500 more. But they definitely surprised me with this new gen engine. Now the transmission, Aisin transmissions, everybody knows it's a good transmission. Toyota uses it. I mean, Toyotas last forever. Toyota's used Aisin forever, so you know that's a good transmission. I don't particularly know like how they do with 2500s, but if it's anything built, their heavy-duty transmissions, anything built like their light-duty transmissions, then yeah, it's a good transmission. That's something that I think is very good, that they went with a good transmission company. They didn't try to make their own. They didn't try to do anything like that. They did really good with that. But they've ran Aisins for years now, I'm pretty sure. But glad to see the Aisin return. And yeah, and like Ford, they kind of are changing a lot of things up, which I'll talk about in tomorrow's upload mostly. Mostly talk about trucks here lately, or well, here in the past few uploads, because that's something I really like to talk about, is the trucks. Because I mean, there's a lot of people that buy trucks in America. Not very many people go out and buy cars anymore. It's just a dying type thing. And yeah, that's just what I think. It's dying because trucks and fuel prices right now. Trucks are getting like a lot better fuel economy, a lot better ride, most of them, everything like that. So people are like, well, you could either buy this car for $50,000 or get this truck. It's a lot bigger, rides a lot better, arguably safer, and yeah, you can go more places with it, or you could buy this big, humongous car, like a huge Chrysler or something. I don't know, like old Chryslers, you know, and old Buick. And the Buicks, yes, they're good cars and stuff, but like if you live somewhere where it snows a lot, well, then what are you gonna do? You really can't go anywhere in that car. I mean, yes, all-wheel drive, but all-wheel drive will only get you so far. Like in a truck, most people get four-wheel drive. But that's why I think trucks are doing so good right now. That's off topic though from the Ram 2500 deal. But yeah, I'm really impressed with the engine Dodge, but not the body. They definitely should have changed more with that. I know a lot of the die-hard Dodge fans are gonna be like, well, they did change the body. Look at the front end and that kind of stuff. Yes, but that in the interior. Look at the interior, it's so good compared to Chevrolet and Fords. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't like the turn dial shifter, and I know it is an option to get a column, but like why? Why do you need the turn dial shifter? It's electronic, it's most probably going to break and everything like that. So yeah, that's all. See you.